God doesn't hold a grudge. You were meant to learn obedience from that experience. I downloaded this at 5:59 p.m. This my phone was on 42%. This was June 26th. So your confirmation number is 559-42626. God doesn't hold a grudge. You were meant to learn obedience from whatever situation is being referred to in this space. I feel like at this point in time, it could be anything. This was June 26th, is now June 29th. And I feel like whatever happened the next 3 days could be referring to anything. But this is a timeless message, so it's not just about the current dates. It's just a lot has recently happened in this space. And I feel like some of y'all may be feeling like God is holding back. And it feels like, no, you're instantly forgiven. If someone's trying to put pressure on you, like you did something wrong or you're not a good person, that's just what they do. They do that to everybody. They be in the welfare office, like trying to make people feel bad for them. But it just feels like in this space, you recognize that people's energy is their energy, and God loves you regardless of how other people feel about you. You learned the lesson that you needed to learn. You went through a situation where someone's trying to attack you and accuse you based on your ability to obey the Lord's voice. And the overall space is round and round cycles, triggers, lessons. Look at that. Someone had to do something over and over. It's like, it feels like almost like, were you being punished because you went through that or you did what you did? And I don't feel like you are being punished. I feel like there was a certain situation that you had to experience in order to show that you are obedient. So basically to know what obedience is. It's like, let's go for a hike, but we already know there's going to be a mountain lion up there that you're going to have to beat to death. And it's not going to sit well with you that you had to kill an animal. But the only reason why you went hiking is so that you can learn that there's dangers around and you are capable of protecting yourself. You know how to protect yourself. You can defend yourself and you don't have to live on edge anymore. That's what I'm getting from this space. Like, you didn't do anything wrong. You actually did very well. It's like you passed with flying colors. So let's get some tiles to clarify. And I feel like this is almost like the test of all tests. Like, what is the test? The finals or something. It's a kind of final exam that is really proving that you are who you say you are, or you are who God says you are to other people, because you live that life. You're really about that life. And I feel like there's rewards coming towards you. It's not just that you pass a test and it's like, okay, that's over and done with. Like, no, you actually, you get some kind of a notch on your belt. Like, you never have to go beneath that level. Scissors is coming out as referring to something that's being cut off, and this key is pointing to the scissors. It almost feels like access is being cut off. For some of y'all, this could be basically, I'm getting, because I just mentioned welfare, like an access card or EBT, like someone having access to your energy, and their card is being cut off. Like, they just haven't fulfilled the requirements to be in your space, in your circle. They can no longer siphon from you. And that pain is definitely being felt instantly. It's almost like right away, they can tell. Their stomach starts growling instantly. They have not prepared for this in any way whatsoever, and they're feeling it. And it's like your ears are tone deaf to their cries. It's getting as dark as it needs to be. I know it's a harsh metaphor, but that's the way it is. It's in the spiritual realm. And I get this vibe with someone who is in a very high rank spiritually. But in the 3D world, people may be considering you a bum. But it's like they don't realize that your rank is all that matters. That it all boils down to this spiritual ranking. And at the end of the day, they're going to be sobbing at your feet because you won't allow them to drain you. So this pencil is coming out. I'm going to get clarity on this pencil. Something creative, something being rewritten, and it's pointing up. So I'm getting this vibe like is a positive space, like is manifesting a new reality is almost what I'm getting. Like someone is scripting a new reality. What happens next? This flotation device specifies that someone is being rescued. I don't know if you're rescuing yourself or you're rewriting the script that you don't need to go rescue that person anymore. You're just going to let him drown. He should have never been out there, whatever. I don't even need an excuse. Someone's definitely calling you a devil in his energy. It is what it is. Take it how it resonates. Let's get deeper into this energy. So you learned the lesson. It's something that you had to deal with over and over and over and over. And it feels like you kept trying to do what was right by society standards, or like, I'm just going to keep sacrificing myself. I'm going to keep being a better person. I'm going to keep being nice. But the lesson wasn't that you be nice. The lesson was that whatever God is telling you to do, obey. And it feels like whoever this is, you've been ignoring God's voice for a very long time. And it's almost like a habitual thing at this point. Like, okay, you hear God's voice, you decide to do whatever it is you want. And you feel like you're making the right decision because it's coming from a morally higher ground. Like God is telling you to walk away, cut these bitches off. I don't know why it's going on. Cut them off. It's not important. And you're like, but wait, they might have something important to say. Self-love is coming out. Divine masculine and romance. So it's almost like we're on a new chapter. Like, it's like, I just feel like the whole subject has changed. Like, this is a totally new reading. We're focused on you. There's divine masculine in your energy, and there's a romance. Like, what's going on with this new energy? It feels like whoever this person is, this divine masculine, they are as humble as they could possibly be. And I'm also getting this energy like this person, you're not even going to realize that they're the answer to your prayers. It's almost coming off like they're praying for you, but at the same time, if you were praying for them, they're the answer. I'm also hearing that you're the answer to their prayers. But I'm getting that when this person shows up, everything changes. It's like you, like the record skips, a new song, new genre, new party, new lighting, new decorations. Like it's just a brand new situation for you. And this person is celebrating you. That's what I'm getting. Like it's no longer about how you can make someone else happy. You obey God's voice and you pass the test. It's like, okay, she's the one. And it also feels like this divine masculine has a lot to say. This divine masculine is highly attracted to you. Like you're literally his type. I mean, duh. PBS could be significant because your energy is coming off like very innocent, very like after school special. And I'm also picking that up from him. But it's like, wait a minute. I'm not going to sit here and think that a guy is this innocent. How could it possibly be? Like, he must be a psychopath. But he really is just a high vibe individual. And it does feel like he's done some horrible things in the past. He may have even served some time in prison. And maybe he converted to Islam, Christianity, Muslim while he was in prison. And it changed his life. Or maybe he just became a philosopher, or he was studying and reading and he became a doctor. Like, I don't know what you could do in jail these days. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe he got his doctorate in prison. Or whatever the case is. Boy is coming out. He feels like he has reached every corner of his mind, body, and soul, and he knows exactly what he wants in life. And he can pick up the vibes and the energy, like up, that's projection, up, that's whatever. It's like he's not falling for any traps and schemes. And this is exactly the type of person you want by your side. But I do feel like there's going to be some doubt here as to if he's serious, but he's used to that. He's expecting you to not expect him to be real. I'm seeing never. Like he's ready to prove himself is what I'm getting. Gain. Something about gaining weight. There could be a pregnancy here. But there's also some space of this person possibly being aggressive. Whatever it is that put him in jail, I feel is based on the same situations that got you being extra nice. Like instead of being nice to these narcissists, he was fighting fire with fire. He might even kill somebody. But that's the vibe that's coming off. Like whatever he did, he would not ever do again because of the growth. But also back in those days, he probably would have did it over and over and over again because there literally was no other option. He was being harassed and antagonized. And it is what it is. Some people do deserve what's coming towards them. I honestly feel like everybody deserves everything, but it is what it is. Liar is coming out again. Liar came out in another reading. I'm seeing rainbow. Lacerations. Able. I don't know. Whatever the gruesome details are, it doesn't feel like he gets turned on by it. Like it makes him sick to think that he could have done something like that. Nasi. I don't know what I'm seeing here. ACP, NAACP, NAACP, very much. Because that's what I'm getting. Like he was being harassed and attacked and stalked by gang stalkers, by racists, possibly even the KKK. And whoever he ended up killing just really didn't look good in court. It was like, oh, okay, well, it is what it is. Okay, so, and basically what I'm getting is that he's saying he will never do it again. But someone's saying liar. Something about bleach. I don't know, it could be black. A clan could be significant. Bulk. Buzz. I don't know what that word is, but let's move on. So it feels like both of you have this same kind of innocent energy. Or basically, I'm getting like a heavy masculine and feminine energy coming from the both of you. And it seemed like you did what you thought was best. But it's coming off like you being nice was more detrimental to your soul than this person being aggressive. It almost feels like you two are switching sides. Like you now learn how to be more aggressive and put your foot down and realize that God doesn't hate you for something you did in the past, what you had to do. It feels like you had to finally listen to God. Boy, this could be someone over the internet. You had to finally listen to God. Know that God is by your side regardless of how dark you get, how devilish you get, how low you get. That's not for everybody. It just feels like you have a connection to this masculine energy. Like you two are about to be sewn at the hips. This person from the past could have tried to make you feel like you weren't good enough for them, but I feel like you have to go deeper than this trap, because it feels like you might have met this person in the past and they were coming off as very toxic. Maybe you met them before they went to jail and you realized that they are a changed person. But it feels like whoever this person is, they did something to show what kind of person they are, and it turned you off. It's like you were backing out, you were backing away from them. It feels like it's important for you to search deeper because there's more to it. It feels like they turned you off because they wanted you to learn your lesson. They left. It was like the energy was that they wanted you, desperately wanted you, and you were willing to be had and wanted, and then they realized that it was sick. The way they wanted you was too much, and they would have hurt you. It almost comes off like they would have hurt you instead of hurting that other person that they went to jail for hurting. Maybe there's some abuse. Or maybe I'm just suddenly picking up on this energy of a relationship between you and God. Like it could have been way more intense, but God said you need to love yourself. And that's not for everybody, but that's the energy I'm picking up on. Like being in love was too much. And there's also this space of you being in love with yourself became a trap. It was like, it was just you in the mirror and you wanted more than that. So this masculine walked away and gave you space to realize that being alone was going to be a trap at the end of the day. It would have had you looking up, infinitely looking up to the heavens and never being comfortable with what's really truly around you, who you really truly are. And sometimes you do get angry. Sometimes you do lash out. It was like in this space, you had to constantly force yourself to be positive and a nice person. And if it's all based on what you want, you were going to want nothing but the best. And it was like you were never happy or satisfied. But in this new romance, I feel it gives you room to be distant, to be moody, to be, catty or whatever those negative energies are being described as. Let's get some. I'm going to end here, but I'm just getting like some personality traits for this new space. What's this? Blunt. And I almost picked up on that energy like down here. I was just like, what is this? That could be blunt here. That's what's being clarified. Someone being blunt about how they feel. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up on.